So the Heisman Trophy will be handed out this Saturday, and most people think Baker Mayfield's going to run away with it. Do you think it's a clear-cut decision this year?
Molly, it's not even close. Baker Mayfield was the best player in college football. I think he runs with it. I think it's probably the highest margin of victory in a long time. I think because he had so many big moments, because he has the stats, and because his team's playing in the college football playoff, I don't even think it's close. Baker Mayfield wins the Heisman Trophy, and I think he takes that into the college football playoff.
Hey, Tim, let me ask you something about that kind of Heisman Trophy dynamic and how that you project that forward. And I don't think you were given a fair shake in the NFL. I think people relied so heavily on mechanics, and Tebow's mechanics, but mechanics are a means to an end. And when you got the chance, your teams won. A team that was losing won, including a playoff game, by the way, because of plays you made. So I don't think you were given a fair shake. And yet, your pro career did not pan out the way some other lesser college players, college quarterbacks' careers did pan out. And we've seen this with other Heisman winners, right? And guys with the style that you had, maybe not mechanically perfect, but they can make things happen, just great football players. Until we saw Deshaun Watson, who all of a sudden it was like, well, that guy, maybe he's going to be the guy who can also win at the pro level. Where do you see Baker Mayfield fitting in at the next level? Would he be the first guy you took? Do you think he'll be a great pro quarterback?
Well, I think first and foremost, when you're going from college to the NFL, it's all about fit. You have to find the right fit. You have to find an offense coordinator, quarterback coach, and the head coach that believe in you and will build a system around you. And if you do that, there'll be a lot of quarterbacks that would have a chance to succeed. And I think that's a key for Baker Mayfield, is if an organization believes in him, gives him a shot, I really do think he'll be special, because he has certain qualities that all the other quarterbacks in college football, the big-time guys that Mel Kiper and Todd McShay want to hype up, he has something they do not have. You watch the way that his players follow him, fight for him, and the way he leads, that's what you want in a leader. That's what you want in a quarterback, and that's something Baker Mayfield has. Yeah, he's done some things this year that I'm not necessarily happy with him for or proud of him for, but he finds a way to get his players to play their best when their best is needed. And
we were saying the same stuff about Deshaun Watson. We had the same conversation about Deshaun Watson last year. And that was proven right. Deshaun Watson was a great young NFL quarterback when healthy.
You know what,
by the way, that's also why Clemson beat Alabama. A better Alabama team than Clemson was, but Clemson won because he got Hunter Renfrow and all those guys to believe and buy in, and they won the national championship. He goes to Houston, and he gets their head coach and all their players and J.J. Watt to buy in and believe in him. All of a sudden, that team balls out when he's playing. He's not playing anymore. What happens? They kind of fall apart. And I think so much of being a quarterback is making other people around you better, getting them to believe and buy into the system. And if that doesn't happen, then all you're doing is throwing passes and handing it off and maybe running every now and then. You have to be able to transcend the position, and I think that's what Baker Mayfield does better than anything else.